Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. My goodness, have you ever set out to go fishing thinking everything was going to be perfect, and as soon as you got there, there's just this wild wind out of nowhere, and it's not predicted, it's not on the weather apps. You look at the weather and it says, oh, it's calm, blowing 4 miles an hour to 5 miles an hour, but out where you're at, it's blowing 20. Well, that's what has happened tonight. So I am at Bonnabel boat launch. There's a pier here, it's right over there. Been kind of just hanging out for maybe an hour, because an hour ago when I got here with Craig, it was blowing like a hurricane. I mean, there was dirt blowing in the wind. The flags were like straight out in front of themselves. It's starting to lay down. It took a while for the weather apps to reacclimate and say, oh yeah, by the way, our bad, it is windy, but it's gonna lay down. So come on. So yeah, that wind is still up, but here's the plan. Check it out right here. This is really calm. This is a harbor. It's sheltered from the wind. If we go to the pier right now, we're still gonna have a pretty good wind right in our face. So the plan is to spend a little more time, give that wind a little more of a chance to lay down, because it's supposed to, and it has been. It is laying down. We're gonna get some live bait right in here. So I brought the live well with the aerator. I brought a cast net, but the first thing I want to do is just mess around with a sabiki rig to see if I can do anything. While I was setting up, Craig was messing around with a sabiki, had no hits. There is bait here, might be shrimp actually, and there are minnows. I see a lot of things. I don't see anything that's going to hit the sabiki right off. Wow, it sounds still rough out here on the pier, but honestly it's laid down a lot. So I didn't get a lot of live bait. I got one little finger mullet from over there and a gill. Got a bluegill to put out. Let's do that right now. Not very big, but that should work. He's really lively, and that is good. Fishing this on my 10-foot Daiwa B stick with a 10-aught octopus hook here. Get the scales off the hook. We're using steel leader. I'm fishing 2 rods tonight out there on the bottom. This one with live bait. We're using 3 ounces of lead, 80-pound braid. This is my bait runner. I brought 2 bait runners out tonight. Super important to have bait runners tonight. Gonna leave it engaged. It's super loose, that bottom drag, so he should take line when he takes the bait. But if there is some problem, that's going to happen. It's going to do that, but that is super loose, so he could just take line. We're looking for gar, shark, stuff like that. I did bring bait, so I got a skipjack here, skipjack head on an 8-aught octopus hook on steel leader again, 3 ounces again, 80-pound braid again. But this is my 12-foot Prevail bait runner again. Look who had the first bite. You had the first bite. I saw your line pick up.
Yeah.
He's fishing a skipjack head. This water out here is a little dirty, and the wind is laying down. There is some activity underneath us. This is one of those piers with shallow water underneath it. It's just deep enough to fish a sabiki. There is signs of like spot croaker and stuff like that. It might be a long night here. Oh yes! Look at that, guys. Oh yeah! That is a nice white bass. I've just been sitting here watching my lines, every now and then messing around with my sabiki, and boom! About the size that I got last night with Craig at West Wego. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do need a big live bait. I have one out there. This is not a legal live bait in Louisiana. If we were in Mississippi, maybe. Lake Pontchartrain is actually pretty full of white bass. Oh, hold on, guys. This is my live bait line is freaking out. There we go. Yeah. This is gonna be fun because I did not bring the pier net. If this fish is really big, we're going to have to, if we can't get them up any other way, we're gonna have to walk them over to where I can get them. Oh, where are you going? Make up your mind. Is that a fish? Oh, damn it. That was a big gaff top trying to eat this gill. I start catching fish and everybody's got to come down here where I'm at.
No, I was going to see if you need help with something.
So you were coming over here with both your rods to see if I needed help. And since you're over here, you might as well do a cast. I came to the end of the pier to get away from Craig because he casted earlier, snagged my cart, and almost threw it out. So I was like, all right, let me get out of your way here. And now he's fishing next to me again. I mean, you almost got to get off the pier when he casts because he'll have about 6 feet of line off the tip of his rod with a big hook and it's swinging all over the place willy-nilly. You think you're out of the way because you're 20 feet in one direction, and then all of a sudden, so I'm kind of exaggerating, but he did snag the cart and almost threw it out there. Oh, things are looking up, people. There is a needlefish now hanging out, going in circles right in front of us. There's a little more of that spot croaker kind of activity, or it could be white bass. I mean, little things are coming out of the water, but spot croaker, when they pop out of the water, how you know it's a spot croaker is they make this spit kind of noise when they come up out of the water.
Was that croaker or white bass?
Spot croaker, Craig.
Oh, okay.
Spot croaker's not really a croaker. Looks like a croaker, but it's called a spot, but we call it a spot croaker because a lot of people don't know what you're talking about unless you say spot croaker. He's on?
No, not yet.
You got something. You still there?
Yeah. Try to take that drag a little more if I can. That ain't that big though.
No, looks like a little cat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I got a little catfish. Gaff top.
Yeah.
Pretty big gaff top there. Yeah, don't.
Where are you going with that?
Oh, phone. Trying to get over that railing. There we go. Well, I got one fish anyway. Ain't bad.
Oh, you gonna keep it?
No.
You saying it ain't bad?
That was a nice sized catfish.
You don't want it?
Nope.
Look at that.
Little white trout?
Yeah. You got him, huh?
Oh, this is a big fish too.
Oh, is it big?
Yeah, it feels pretty big.
What does that mean? 10 pounds?
Maybe not, I don't know. Let's see. Might be a big gaff top again.
Moby Dick?
Another gaff top.
Oh, that's even bigger than your first one. Don't hit me in the face with it.
Grab that line, I can't get him up here.
You can't get it up? There you go.
Yeah, that's a big one there.
I had a bite there. Just came down here after his gaff top. Put that back. He's coming back. Yeah. Feels like a catfish again. You all right down there? You need some help?
Yeah, might need a little help around. I'm kind of dark, pretty good there.
This is fighting like a gaff top. Sorry.
Come get it, come get it, come get it. Got him?
Yeah. I had the bait runner engaged. It was you that knocked it down.
No, he's trying to pull over. I was trying to hold him.
Oh, I beg to differ. It looked like you slid over and knocked it over when you were freaking out. It's probably a bigger gaff top. I'm not sure. It's fighting a little different. Could be a big stingray. No, no, don't go under there. Yeah. Oh, it's better than catching nothing.
Yeah, it's fun. Better than...
You were supposed to stand behind me so you could catch it. Here you go. No. Craig is hooked up. Since I just had that nice take, I'm going to put it back out. I was thinking about taking off here soon. Okay,
I'll take them all right now. My weight was way up top for a ride. Remember, pull us back in more. Oh. Man, I can't get them up. Another gaff, big gaff top.
Yep, hefty. Hefty.
Yep.
Well, that is going to just about do it for us. It was a night of hefty gaff tops and some slimmy kind of gaff tops. Oh, no gar for me. That's why I came out here to get a big gar, maybe a shark, but we'll have to say next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Liking, sharing, and subscribing, and I will see you next time.